They didn't show you enough.
Hi you guys and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jakeem in the cup. Yo, I literally just ripped this off. What the fuck? You know what? Let's just take it off. Let's just take it off. Boom. Styling the motherfucking profile and whole period. Anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a story time because one of my subscribers, they asked me and my fiance to do a video on our first girlfriends. So I'm gonna do mine first, and then we're gonna let her do hers, and we're gonna post both of them, period. So I'm not even gonna ramble. I'm just gonna go like straight into how all of this shit happened. So in 9th grade, the end of 9th grade, we were in this class, and the teacher name was Mr. Dewey, and we were in there and we were just talking and stuff, and she was like, she was talking about how she's into girls. And my thing is, I had already knew that. Like, the way that she was, like, looking at me and looking at other girls, period. Like, I already knew that she was into me or whatever. So, I think in that class, this like the last day of school or some shit. Like, nobody was really there but us. I ended up, like, sitting on her lap or whatever. And, like, I was really like feeling her, like really feeling her. And I don't know if she was really feeling me, but I was really feeling her. And then we going into like the summer of 9th grade, like 9th grade going into 10th grade that summer. Like in between there, I would like message her on Messenger like, hey boo, how's your summer going? What's your homeroom? I hope we got classes together. All of this shit, basically letting her know, like, look, bitch, I want your attention. You know what I'm saying? So we get into 10th grade, and we ended up having a homeroom together. So I'm super happy about this shit. I'm like, yo, I need to go sit beside her. I moved my desk beside hers. We ended up making a notebook. And like, okay, I don't have one here with me, but in high school, we had this one teacher that, like, we had like composition books. And with the composition book, on the outside of the book, we kind of decorated it and put like pictures and all of this stuff on it. And I decided that I wanted to make one for me and this girl. So we ended up having a notebook, and I put pictures of me and her all over the notebook. And in this notebook, we talking, like, we passing it back and forth throughout classes, in the hallways. Every time we seen each other, we passing this book back and forth. And I kid you not, maybe like the first couple of pages of the book, we already started like pouring out how we feel about each other. So throughout this whole time, we just like basically flirting and saying that we like each other without saying like, look, I want to be with you type of shit. So we continued to like do the notebook back and forth maybe for like a month. I would say like a month, literally. And she finally asked me to be her girlfriend. I really don't remember how that conversation went, but I do know that I said yes. So when she asked me to be her girlfriend, I'm like, okay, like, we official. Like, we together. This is mine. Like, this is us. You know what I'm saying? So while we together, everything was going good for a little bit. And I ain't even gonna jump straight into that. I'm just gonna go with the flow. So everything was good for like a little bit. We would text all day, that's the thing, we had so many ways of communicating with each other, y'all. Like, we would have the notebook, we were texting, we talk on the phone, we talking in between classes, We got Facebook Messenger. Like, we are talking to each other throughout like 5 different ways of communicating, and then probably having different conversations within all of these ways of communicating. So she's walking me to class. She's buying me like chips and like my favorite drinks and stuff like that, and everything's good. Okay, like everything's good for a little while. Let me talk to you about how our phone conversations went. So me and her, I had a cell phone and she had a cell phone, but she used to always get in trouble. So she always used to get her phone taken away. So while we be on the phone, sometimes her mama would get on the phone and be like, you know what, Kamori, I said I wasn't gonna say her name. She'd be like, Kamori can't stay on the phone all night. She gotta go to bed. I don't know what time y'all go to bed at your house, but at this house, she gotta go to bed. So I'm like, okay. So I hang up. But sometimes Kamori would go sneak the phone and call me back, and we'll be on the phone all night, and then it would end up making her get her phone took because your mama just now said you gotta go to bed, but we wanted to talk or whatever. And everything was going like good. Everything was going good. We planned on like seeing each other like outside of school and all of this, but it never really was convenient because, like I said, she stayed in trouble all the time. Like, she was always in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So our first kiss, let's talk about that. We was in I remember this day like it was yesterday. We had this notebook, and in this notebook I had told her, I was like, at so and so time, come out your classroom and meet me in the library or whatever. And that's just how it happened. And honestly, like, a lot of times we did that a lot. Like, we always would put certain times, at this certain time, come out of class and meet me here or meet me there, meet me in a bathroom, meet me in a library, just to see each other. But this specific day was going to be our first kiss day. So we go in a library, and in our library they got like these glass windows that you can see from like the balcony into the library. So mind you, if anybody walked past, they could clearly see us. So we in the library and we kiss, and I'm like, okay, like, this is my first time ever kissing a girl. I had done kissed a guy, but I had never kissed a girl at this point. So I'm like, oh my god, like, we getting serious. Like, okay, because you know, like, you in high school and everything be all good, but then you start kissing people and it's like, you know what, we for real, because now I'm putting my lips on your lips, so we serious. So I'm thinking, you know, this bae, like, we together. She asked me to be her girlfriend, like, we together. Okay, so everything went good after that. After that specific day, we started writing down times every day. Like, every day, meet me in the bathroom, we gonna kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had like certain things that we were gonna do. But mind y'all, at this time, I had this specific best friend. I'm definitely not gonna say her name because I don't fuck with her. But I had this one friend, we were literally like best friends, and our friendship was a little bit different than other people friendships or whatever. But me and her ended up in the hallway. We used to like walk each other to class. Like, Kamori would walk both of us to class or whatever. But Kamori started to like feel some type of way about her because she would kind of like be in a way a little bit of what me and her had going on. So the girl, we ended up stopping her at her class, and she gave me a hug and she kissed me on my lips. The friend kissed me on my lips, and Kamori looked, and she broke up with me, y'all. She broke up with me because me and the girl kissed. And in my eyes, I was like, why would you break up with me for that? That's just my best friend. Why can't I kiss my best friend? blase. But looking back on it, like, I understand why you would break up with me for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was wrong. But we ended up getting back together some type of way. Mind you, I kid y'all not, everybody at that school knew that me and her were together. So each and every time that me and her broke up, everybody at the school like, no, y'all need to talk, y'all need to hang out, everybody was in the relationship with us, like, the whole fucking time. I'm not gonna cap though, other people at other schools didn't really know that me and her was together, specifically because my best friend is a lesbian. Okay, she's a lesbian and she has been dating women for a very long time, and I didn't want nobody to think that the only reason why I was dating this girl was because my best friend date women, because that was never ever the case. That was never the situation, and I just didn't want nobody looking at me like, oh, she just copying her best friend. Like, no, I didn't want that. So I was just like, I'd rather not even take it outside of our school, just not right now. So, but everybody at our school knew. So me and her, where was I even at in this story? I don't fucking forgot. Oh, we broke up. So everybody around us was like, you know, y'all need to get back together. Y'all are so cute. Y'all this, y'all that. So we ended up getting back together. And at this point, I'm like, okay, me and her, we serious, because we can get over shit. So we serious. Like, this, we stuck like glue. We stuck. So everything is like going on and on and on, and I'm like, something ain't right. She stopped walking me to class, for one. She stopped bringing me my favorite chips. Like, y'all, during that time, I used to love the Ruffles hot wing chips, and she would stop bringing me the chips, and she was bringing this other girl some stuff. And I started to feel some type of way, because, like, I'm your bitch. Like, I'm your girl, and you, like, doing stuff for other girls. And her and this girl, I had ended up seeing them in a bathroom together. And they were in the same stall. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing in the same stall? So we ended up breaking up about that. And Kamori was crying. I remember this day. Kamori was crying. And I really didn't give a fuck. To be honest, I didn't give a damn about no motherfucking tears. I didn't care about none of that shit. She didn't go to her class. I went to class. I learned. I did all that while she sat down on the bench and skipped her class because I had broke up with her. So this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but she was so pressed about our relationship. So she was like, you need to forgive her. They weren't doing anything in there and all of this shit. But mind y'all, like, I'm in high school, so like, I'm thinking in my mind, like, bitch, you shouldn't be doing a motherfucking thing. Like, we young. So, like, looking back on it, it's like, damn, bitch, like, you put me through this shit. Like, she was a whore. A whore. Like, she was a hoe, period. And I tell her to this day, you was a hoe, period. So, throughout, like, after that whole situation, I ended up forgiving her some type of way. She probably bought me some chips and a drink. And, you know, in high school, that's your way. That's a little gift or whatever. And she probably wrote me like this little letter saying that she's sorry in a notebook, and that probably went on for like a couple of days, and then I finally forgave her. So after that, we was together. I think we was together for about a year. I think we was together for about a year, which is a long time for high school. So I was happy about that. Like, we was together for about a year, and the last time that we broke up, I'm sorry y'all, Chloe just killed the bee, and I'm happy that she did because I'm allergic to bees. But the last time that we broke up was because, y'all, this was some nasty ass shit to me in high school. It was so fucking disgusting. Like, I just didn't understand. The same girl that she was in the stall with, she ended up taking some gum out of the girl mouth and putting it into her mouth. Y'all, I was done. Like, I couldn't do the shit, like, no more. Like, I just couldn't do it no more. She was doing too much, y'all. And, like, I feel like I'm skipping parts. Like, I don't remember a lot of shit. But moral of the story was, she was a hoe. She made me feel like, you know what? Like, women ain't for you. Period. But fast forward to today, I am with my lovely fiance, and that's my bae. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love women. But during that time, I was like, no, I was over it. I was like, I couldn't do it no more. But yes, that is my story on my experience. Look, y'all, broke a nail. That is my experience on my first girlfriend. If y'all have any other story times that y'all want, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you comment below other story times that y'all may want from me. Like, I'm here, baby. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Toodles.